Hi everybody, welcome back to Just Dream Guide. Okay, so I usually do channel messages first, but we're gonna do something different today because of the full moon that's coming up, okay? So the full moon, what's so important about this full moon? Well, it's the second full moon in August, the second full moon in 1 month, okay? And it's a super full moon. We had one at August 1st, and we're gonna have another one August 31st. So 2 full moons in 1 month. Okay, so why is that so important? So if you go to the farmersalmanac.com, you'll understand it a little bit more, okay? Each month has a full moon. Each month has a name for the full moon. We got the sturgeon moon, we got the wolf moon, we got the snow moon, the pink moon. All of these different moons are named after, different societies have named these moons based on, the moon is used really to predict the weather. It's predicting, whether a river is going to flood or not. The Nile River was very important, so they used the moon in order to see, in order to clock time and things like that, okay? So when is our crops going to come in? When are we going to harvest? We have the harvest moon. We have, the beaver moon. We have so many different moons, okay? Because it tells you what the time of the year is, all right? But this is important because it's the second full moon of the month, on top of the fact that it's a super full moon. So a super full moon is just, the earth rotates on the axis, right? So the full moon is like right here, but the super full moon makes you feel like the moon is closer to you, is larger in the sky, okay? Which means it has a lot more energy, okay? The tides get bigger, all kinds of things, okay? And it governs your body. It does govern body of water, so why would you not think that the moon governs your body, your emotions, everything about you, okay? Your body is made up of water, and so when the full moon comes in, it affects us all. So we have 2, which makes it odd, okay? This is a different time, okay? I keep telling y'all cosmically things are trying to shift some things that have happened through generations, okay? But this year in 2023, it's changing a lot of things. Generational curses are being lifted, okay? Lineages and lines are being healed. It's a lot going on. On top of these, 2 super full moons in 1 month, okay, we also have 5 planets in retrograde. We have Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury right now, and Pluto. Okay, so Jupiter is the planet of expansion. That means, okay, this is really shaking up some things when it comes to expanding your ideas, your mind. Venus is the planet of love. Your love life and everything else is getting shaken up because you need to be with your person, okay? This is really mending relationships here, okay? That's what it's doing. It's taking out the old people. Breakups are happening for a reason because new love and recommitments to love is happening. Okay, Mercury is the planet of communication. So with that being said, every time Mercury actually goes into retrograde 2 or 3 times a year. These other planets really don't. The further away from the earth that the planets are, the less they go into retrograde, the less they even shift or change signs, okay? So then we got Saturn, which is the planet of discipline, the planet of finance, business. Things are happening. Abundance is coming in, okay? It's shaking up some things for that. We got Neptune, which is the planet of just, your unconscious mind. So a lot of people are getting spiritual. It's not just a trend, okay? This is cosmic stuff, all right? So with all that being said, these shakeups are happening for a reason. Again, the further the planet is away from the earth, the more impact that it has on society as a whole. Mercury retrograde, it does that 2-3 times a year, you know what I mean? So it does affect you, but not really. When it goes down to Pluto, which Pluto doesn't change zodiac signs for like every 21 years it does that. And that happened this year, okay? So when I say that there are big shifts happening, it's not just one person. It's not just a group of people. We're talking generations are being healed, okay? It's cosmic, okay? And as a scientist, as an engineer, I can tell you that it scientifically makes no sense for all of this stuff to be happening all at the same time. In addition to that, this year, we've had so many planets in alignment to where you can literally look out the sky, look outside and look into the sky and see Venus, Mars, Mercury. You can see these planets, okay? You can actually see them. Jupiter was even in one of them, okay? So this is not I think it's going to happen one more time this year, but it's absolutely been happening. Planets are aligning for your abundance, for your career, for your finance, for your relationships. Even mending homes in your relationships with your family, okay? Some people you can't take with you. And I hate to say it like that because, so many people say some people you can't take with you. But honestly, it's the honest to God truth. They're changing your lineage, okay? You have to be the bold person to come forward and change what's happened in the past to your whole family. That's a lot on people. But it happens every 20, 25 years, okay? That's why the years 2000s was like when everything was so futuristic and people were coming out with all these great ideas, thinking outside the box. The music was great, the clothes were great, everything was great in the 90s and 2000s, okay? Like toward the end of the 90s and the beginning of the 2000s, this is what's happening again, you guys. The creativity is on like go, okay, you guys? So a lot of people are just like, they're tired. This is a change in the times, okay? They're tired of working the 9-to-5 jobs. They're coming up with creative ways to help their families. They're getting rid of childhood traumas, no matter what it is, alcoholism, drugs, anything that has to do with sexuality, sexual assault, anything like that has been lifted. That weight has been lifted off your family. And if you're in the right, you will be in the right and being blessed, okay? So if you've been heeding to the change, because there's been some changes, it's cosmic. It has nothing to do with you in a lot of ways, but it does because it has to do with the world as a whole, the universe as a whole, to be honest. So with all these changes that are happening, there are more people getting into spirituality. There are more things happening, cause and effect. I also been saying that this is the year of karma. This is the year of justice. This is the year of judgment, which also means that this is the year that your destiny happens, okay? It's time to step up and be the person that you're being called to be. A lot of us are really, really the leaders in our family now because this is the time, this is the age, this is a new time, okay? This is a new generation where we're taking charge of our lives. A lot of us are facing, so many things. Years ago when I was growing up, rent was like $500. Now it's 3 or 4 times that, okay? And we're doing it. And that's the reason why these connections are coming in as well, because Father is providing us with the income that we need to sustain the type of family and lifestyles that we need, okay? He comes to give us life and life more abundantly, okay? And that's why all these cosmic shifts are happening. Retrograde is like tower moments, after tower moment after tower moment. It's like knocking things down in order to rebuild everything in love, in finance, in expansion, in everything, okay? In business. Whatever the case may be. That's why a lot of twin flame connections are coming back in this year. And I guarantee you, I'm not making this up, okay? It's beautiful to actually see, again, planets are aligning. It's happened so many times this year, all right? Planets are aligning. And that brings me to my next point, which is what you'll see in the news a lot. I've been talking all year about world weather, okay? Things are getting bad. Things are shifting, okay? There are hurricanes happening, tornadoes happening, snow, the uncontrollable snow that's going on, earthquakes, everything is happening so wow, it hasn't been this bad in so long. So if you don't believe me, you got to still look at the elements, look at the things around you. Find the power within yourself to change, okay? Listen to the sign of the times. The planets align. All right, listen to the sign of the times, okay? So this is really important that you take these opportunities the next few months before, the end of the year, especially right now in August. I kept telling y'all Leo season was changing some things up. Now we in Virgo season, and this is the second full moon, the second super full moon, okay? It's bigger than us. It's big, okay? So this expansion and everything that we want to happen is happening. But don't forget that the full moon also brings so much energy that negative people try to, attack us and things like that. Father's saying it's no more. It's not going to happen anymore. And even if it does happen, he's handling those people because the energy right now is up. All right. The energy is up right now. Right. I just wanted to give y'all a little snapshot of what the full moon energy was all about and why people are raving about it. Okay. It's not just a trend. It's cosmic. Okay. Pay attention to the signs, man. Planets align, all right? That's what I have for y'all for right now, okay? Super full moon. It's called the blue moon, okay? It's in effect tomorrow or tonight, actually. So I just want you guys to pay attention to what you do going forward today. Just make sure you're positive. Make sure you're in line with yourself. Drink lots of water and stay away from people right now, okay? It's all about you right now and building you up, making clear, concise decisions, all right? that's what I have for you guys. Let's go into today's message. Thank you for your time as usual.